Look, you want fulfillment, you need to find a girl. You know, start a family, have some kids. Let it go.
It reminded me of this phase I had like a year ago. I had a phase about a year or two ago, like a year and a half, something like that, where I realized, how do I say this kindly? I realized I had been attracting a lot of beta males. You know, I was like, I'm trying to cop a dude. All I got are like these bitches, you know what I'm saying? No offense!
Fuck is you talking about, bitch? You offended me. Fuck you talking about.
Boy, there's no real easy way to say this, but, look, you're a simp.
This happened quite a long time ago, and I've been forgetting to make this video for about 6 months now. So I figure I might as well make it now before I forget again for another half a year. Cause a case of simping this bad is still relevant to this day.
To this day! To this day!
Being down bad is an understatement. Being down horrendous is an understatement. This man was down cataclysmically. And as always, don't harass the people mentioned in my videos. How this came about was I was researching for another vid, and that Pokimane Reddit post popped up, and I clicked on it, and I said, wait, I remember this guy. And I saw a comment from someone who was shocked by this guy's history, so I looked at it, and I can't even put into words what we're going to look at today. It's going to seem so ridiculous that it simply could not be true. But there's no way this guy is trolling. No one would dedicate this much time out of their life and this much effort into trolling. I haven't been keeping tabs on the guy, so I don't know what he's up to nowadays. But make no mistake, no matter what the case is, he is a weird guy. From what I've seen, there are 3 kinds of simps. The first one donates money to a female to try to get her attention in hopes of being in a relationship with her one day or getting that girlfriend experience because he's lonely. Then there's the one who's fooled into thinking a relationship is a possibility, so she strings him along and drains his bank account in the process. And the third one is a total creep. Now, his history started at his grandmother passing away and how do I date Pokey? Well, first off, to date Pokey, you're gonna need to be a millionaire and have a lot of clout, and also be found attractive by her all at the same time. I'm assuming you fit none of those requirements. And some people might say, you don't need to be a millionaire to date Pokey. She's worth, what, like 6 million? And to that I would say, don't delude yourself. We live in the Western world. Let's leave it at that. And then in that post about his grandmother passing away, for what reason he posted that, we don't know. But a guy responded, bro, why do you bother to post? You're the same man that posted about breaking up with your girlfriend because she found out you donated to Pokey. Shaking my head. And he responded, and I'm glad I got rid of her. I'm trying to maximize donations for Pokey. First off, I don't believe he ever had a girlfriend to begin with. But secondly, if that is the case, how sad do you have to be? Imagine donating money to a millionaire. And I can say that without sounding hypocritical, because I will likely never become a millionaire. I'm just keeping it real. I really hate thinking about it and bringing it up, but Antoine and I would be millionaires right now if we weren't totally and utterly economically disenfranchised by underhanded and felonious tactics, but I digress.
Hope you are having a good day. I hate to ask this because I really enjoy and want to support the stream, but do you mind refunding the $6 I sent over 3 donations 4 days ago? Restaurant closed and as a waiter I lost my income.
I can't tell if you're joking, because if you're being serious, why would you give me more money to ask you to give you your money back?
At that point, you might as well send a donation over to Jeff Bezos. Hey Jeffrey, thanks for making a platform where it's super easy and convenient to simp. Here's a $50 tip to help you get 1/8 of a teaspoon of beluga caviar, or whatever it is obscenely wealthy people do with their money. He donated $4K and was a T3 sub, and she still banned him. When will these simps learn that these females do not care about them whatsoever? They are supplemental income and nothing more. I can guarantee that Pokimane knows maybe 5 of her simps, at most. And when I say she knows them, I mean she might recognize their name here and there. The only people she actually knows and really interacts with are the people she collabs with, because guess what? They bring in more money for her and or are friends with her in real life. She has so much money, it got to the point where she said, I'm capping my donations to $5 max. And you know there's simps spending $5. I'll just give you a slideshow of how sick this guy is as I talk. If you want to pause and read it, do so at your own risk. Just to give you an idea of how well Pokimane is doing, let's look at her sub count, and this is from a while ago. She may be doing better or worse, likely better. But she had 2,377 gifted subs, 2,485 prime subs, 5,016 tier 1s, 55 tier 2s, and 84 tier 3s. The discrepancy between the tier 2 and tier 3 is the strangest. The simps took the full leap. And the thing is, when you're a partner, not an affiliate, a partner, you can negotiate your rates. So she could quite possibly be taking in 90 to 100% of all the sub money. But for argument's sake, let's say she only gets 50%, like most people. The numbers are not adding up here, so let's count the primes, the gifted subs, tier 1s, tier 2s, and tier 3s. That would be roughly 25,000 per month off of those alone. Tier 2s would be $550 a month, and she's making $2,100 off of the tier 3s per month. So $2,650 a month off of the tier 2 and tier 3 subs. She's making about $27,500 per month off of subs alone. And this is not accounting for all of the other income that she makes from sponsorship deals, donations, you name it. She's likely clearing over $1 million per year after taxes. I have a relatively small sample size to work with, but based on my calculations, I would need to bring in about 1.5 million views on YouTube per week in order to not live, but survive, if you get what I mean. That's assuming I'm not making supplemental income from merchandise, sponsorship deals, and things of that sort. Just to give you a comparison. If you would like to read this, again, do so at your own peril. But there is something seriously wrong with this guy. He bought a Pokimane U2's figurine. You know those things that they make for the YouTubers that are like Funko Pop figurines. But he essentially, how do I put this? Unloaded on it many times. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
This guy is, as Budley would say, sick in the head. Maybe I'll tell you the story about Budley one of these days. He was pretty sick in the head himself. Simping is a disease, and it cannot and will not stop unless we get rid of all the root issues causing it. Pointing at the issues will only do so much. It's like going to the doctor and they tell you, oh, you have this wrong with you. Here's some medicine to suppress the symptoms, but not only make the issues causing it worse, but complicate things by adding more issues. You tell a fiend they're a fiend, that's only pointing out something they already knew. They're not going to stop using and just go to rehab. They need to want to seek help. But until that day comes, and it won't, I'm gonna keep on clowning these simps. As is the case with so many other videos, I keep putting it off to the side, but I do need to make a vid on how the simp mindset is created. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already, and sharing to help with the algorithm. I'll see you in the next one.